We want to welcome you to the beginning of your broadcast day here at WPCM in Springfield, Joplin, Missouri, your home of Pop Culture Minefield. And now, our broadcasting day begins.
Hey guys,
Broadcasting day begins.
that's sort of just a dumb animation I did. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yo, I like it.
That's awesome.
I like that.
When I
like that
should
shit.
be working, I'm supposed to be working on artwork. I'm doing that instead.
Love it. Yeah.
I had a great meeting with my comic guy today. We're working on this great comic. I'm telling you, what this comic, when we're done with this, is going to be fucking amazing. It is so fucking funny and at the same time a good story. I laughed my ass off at stuff. And what I also like working with this guy is he likes my ideas. And I'm popping them in here every once in a while. And he'll go, that's really good. And he'll write it in. One of the best comic relationship I've ever had with a writer. Because I usually end up in an argument with most of my writers. And so this is nice. So I want to say hello to everybody before we start this show. And I really do need to get things set. Nothing's planned tonight. I've had a shitty week. It's a shitty week, like shitty walk. Basically, I needed this night. I needed this. This is making me feel so much better during the show. But I want to say hello to Zacharod, our good friend, the Dork Knight. Who else is here? Monkey Jeebus is here. War Monkey is here. We have War Monkey and Monkey Jeebus. Both in the house. Two damn monkeys. Is that safe? I don't know if that's safe to have two monkeys in the house.
What?
Man, I got to tell you, man, I've had personal experience with monkeys. They're the worst masturbators I've ever seen in my life.
Oh.
If they have a chance to jerk off, they're doing it. And it's like, oh my God. I went to this house where they had caged monkeys, and it was like a porn show for monkeys. I was like, all right, I'm traumatized. I want to go. Take me out of here, Dad. And Dad's like, wait a moment, son. I really want to make sure you don't want to have a monkey as a pet. You're staying a few more minutes. My dad was a dick. So there you have it. Socks is here. What's up, Socks? We got, we already said hello. Zax is in the chat. I need you, Zax. Get back. It's hurting. I'm not talking about my penis. I'm talking about the show. Wookiee Supremacy is here. What is up, Wookiee?
Wookiee Supremacy.
And, oh, wait a second. The wife is delivering me food. Is this food? What is this?
It's your daughter's fresh baked bread.
Oh, my daughter made fresh baked bread.
Nice.
No, it's really good.
Oh.
Actually, really good. Oh, my God, that is really good. Makes me want more. We got to finish the show. Hurry up, guys.
Yo, thank you, Pat S. Appreciate that, brother.
PJO is here. Hi, PJO. Pat is here. What is up, Pat? Let's see. I think that's it.
What?
That's everybody. I'm doing a show. I loved it. It's delicious. I'm doing a show on a time limit.
I'm here to grab Max.
All right, grab Max, because I hate that dog. Sorry, guys.
Fresh.
Yes, it was. It was really good. Thank you. Igor is. Did you guys hear that? You burped on the way out the door. That's my other daughter. Both my daughters do that. Who's this purple Valkyrie in the chat? Oh my God, I hate that woman. She's so mean.
Yeah, she sucks.
She's awful. So let's get this show started.
Oh, man.
Welcome to this amazing show that we call the Scoop Zone, and where we talk about the latest scoops, news, and rumors from Geekosity Mag by Mikey Sutton. Mikey is a very close friend of Keith's and mine. He's been he was on the show last week. You guys know how close of friends we are. We talk almost every day. I'm serious. I don't think there's a day that we don't talk with Mikey. I just love that guy. And don't worry, Sil will be here. He's just in the middle of doing something else, and he let me know that he would be late. But we're going to move ahead. Welcome, Igor. Good to see you again. Igor loves you, by the way.
Love
Brett
you too,
Cohen,
Igor.
our good. Gary showing his true side once again. No, you have no idea, dude. Purple got a taste.
Oh, the
She
stories I've
knows
just
how
heard.
dark I can get. she's like, love, you really are dark. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I don't do that on the show. I will never let that version of me out on the public. It's not
I was
safe.
impressed.
So good day to everybody. And we're going to get this show started. The first thing we're going to talk about is this story right here. Let me go ahead and share the screen. I think this is something that every one of us is very excited about. And because I know I am, that Vincent D'Onofrio as the Kingpin and Charlie Cox as Daredevil are headed for Echo, a show that makes total sense for them to be on. This article, of course, is by Edwin Francisco. So let's take a look at this one. And I'm going to change this because I don't like the fact that you are getting cut off at the bottom there. There we go. I don't like it when any of our team is blocked by one of the chat. So anyway, Vincent D'Onofrio and Kingpin and Charlie Cox's Daredevil will return in Disney's Plus Echo. Ever since Netflix canceled Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, The Punisher, and The Defenders, a lot of fans wondered if they will see the light of day. And we knew it all along. Keith and I have known this all along, that they were just waiting for the contracts to die. That was it. There was no way with the popularity that Feige was going to let that shit go.
Mm-hmm.
So Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Punisher were close to perfect shows that fit the darker side of the MCU. Whereas, obviously, I didn't like The Defenders so much. I didn't think it worked well. And I didn't like Iron Fist. I thought it was dumb. But I did like, Daughters of the Dragon. I liked that aspect of the show. That was one of my favorite parts of the Iron Fist show.
That should have been its own show.
Absolutely.
And the very fact that coming from Netflix into the MCU, into Disney Plus, the very fact that they did not announce a Daughters of the Dragon show, that's really what has me a little
befuddled. No, it's I get it. So, and this goes back because we talked about this shit last year. The inclusion of Charlie Cox's Daredevil in Echo shouldn't be a shock. After all, Geekosity editor-in-chief Mikey Sutton scooped it last year. And we did. We talked about it last year. So, yeah, I think that her show going up, because she's deaf, but she has these amazing abilities, which goes, in my opinion, perfectly with Daredevil, because his is with blindness. And he uses echolocation. So I think this is great. And of course, again, this is a scoop that has absolutely been proven to be true. So not only is this our first scoop we're talking about, it's the scoop that was proven true by him. Once again, batting 1,000. And for people who don't understand baseball, batting 1,000 means no strikeouts at the plate. And you get a hit every time at bat. That's batting 1,000. So I'm sure you guys know that. But I'm a baseball fanatic, so I love baseball analogies. So this is going to happen. I'm very excited about it. What do you guys think?
great news. Great. Just more good stuff. So
Yes, absolutely. I'm really excited to see these two great actors come back. I mean, Vincent D'Onofrio just is a perfect Kingpin.
He embodied the character.
He is so good at this, and I can't picture anybody else playing the role now, other than him. That's how good he was as this.
Yeah, and and don't get me wrong, because I really like the actor that played him in the Daredevil movie.
Oh, Michael Clark Duncan.
Michael Clark Duncan. But that still wasn't quite. It wasn't quite right. I loved him because I'm a big fan of his. It was a sad damn day when we lost him, and but he still wasn't quite Kingpin. Vincent D'Onofrio nails it.
Right.
Absolutely owns that character. Any last thoughts on this 24?
Man, to be honest,
that shit is cool.
I was gonna say that I didn't. I'd rather have seen. Let me ask you: they're gonna fight each other on Echo's show?
My guess, yeah.
I'd rather have waited to see that when Daredevil came back instead of that's what's trying to make people go to watch her show when the first time they both fight ever since the Netflix series is going to be in her show. Might as well should have put that shit in Hawkeye, right? Let it be.
Hawkeye was a failure.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, it was going to be one or the other. So it's like, but it's like they're wasting that fight for a show that don't mean shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Monkey Jeebus, shut up. Matt Damon. No, and I have no argument with what you're saying. I agree with you. But it is what it is. You know, it is.
Right.
But yes, Brett Cohen is saying it here. Happy birthday.
Thank
to
you.
Valkyrie.
Thank you, guys.
Do not ask her age. That is ungentlemanly. But happy birthday nonetheless. I hope that you're enjoying 29 again.
29? She's at least 27.
She's so young.
Yo.
Man.
Oh, you would be surprised.
And thank you, Brett, for telling her that. And of course, Zach's too, because Zach said it too.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate that.
And there you go. But I do like this. This is happening, but I would rather have just fucking do the Daredevil. Would you?
Yeah.
Yes, I would too. Do you think that they're bringing these characters into the Echo Show to kind of lift the Echo Show because people aren't really getting?
Well, of course,
Yep,
nobody's interested in watching Echo.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody is excited about Echo. I'm not excited about Echo. I mean, it's a character that's really a minor character. That's like somebody before Batman 1966 said, "We're going to do a series about the Riddler," and everybody go, "Who?"
Yeah, what?
Riddler was a third grade fucking criminal in the comic books. He was not popular, not well known.
Yeah.
It's because of the 66 series well known. So Echo, a few fans reacted really well to her on the show, but it's not enough to make a whole series off of. So they know they got to bring some fucking star power to make it work. And who better to do it than to reintroduce the fight between Kingpin and Daredevil?
Yes, and that they've brought Cox back into the MCU now, so they're kind of cementing the films and the TV again, which is good to see.
Yeah. So, any last thoughts before we move on to the next one?
Look, Daughters of the Dragon, Disney Plus. Stop screwing
That's
around.
the show they should have done. Yeah.
Daughters of the Dragon.
They had a perfect casting on the Netflix series too. Those two were perfect.
And look, I know that there are people out there that really enjoyed Shang-Chi. I was kind of amused at parts, but it was a wasted opportunity. Okay, Shang-Chi should not be a superhero. He should be the closest thing to a combination of Kwai Chang King and really James Bond within the Marvel Universe.
Yep.
You know, he's not a superhero. He's just a guy on a singular mission. And he's the only one that can do it. By doing that other stuff with him and turning it into a comedy with Awkwafina, you completely changed that character. And that could have really been something that could have helped really boost an area of the Marvel Universe that really doesn't get covered enough, especially now in the comics. Any character of any real ethnicity that existed prior to 10 years ago has been completely shelved. Mm-hmm. So now we get all these new versions, very of today. And any characters that you see that are from prior to that are written in a way that they're almost unrecognizable from what they were before. And it's just
Yeah, you know, the bad part about that is when they bring back the same actors. That's the killer fucking, you know, when they did that with Luke and Han and all, you know, they bring back all these people, man, and
they did it with Constantine. That is the best example. The Constantine television series was aces. It wasn't perfect, but it was great for what it was.
Yeah,
And then
Ryan,
Greg
yes.
Berlanti gets his hands on it, and next thing you know, it's like,
Yeah. Once again, I know this is no surprise, but I hate Greg Berlanti. And I lost the job. I lost the job because you know about it, Keith. I was working on a job. I can't say what it was and who it was with. But when I heard that Greg Berlanti was likely to come in as one of the producers, I said, nah, I'm done. I don't want to work with Greg Berlanti. And I quit the job. I quit it because I will not work with that fucking idiot. I don't care what position. But here we move on to the next one. Dr. Doom. An absolute favorite villain of mine.
oh yeah.
Everybody on this panel. This dais. This article by Mikey Sutton himself, and I've already read this one. This is, of course, his castle appeared right there in the first episode of Moon Knight. So I'm like, boom, baby. And this is, once again, it's not just a rumor. That's a confirmed scoop. That is, and this is my favorite scene in the movie, by the way, or in that first episode.
The chase,
absolutely.
the cupcake run.
Because Script Doctor and I had a discussion about it, and I understand where he's coming from. Because look, man, I trust Script when it comes to storytelling, but I felt that this was better than the first moments where he switches from personality to personality, and we don't get to see the action, but we get to see the aftermath, and I just laughed my ass off. The first ones were cool. It's the cupcake truck scene that got me fucking laughing, because you would wake up with him and suddenly you look back and there's dude's dead in the back of the thing. He's got a gun in his and cupcake all over his face, and just like, what the fuck happened? And I know eventually we're going to get to see it. Mm-hmm. We're going to get to see that moment from the other person's perspective. And I'm looking forward to that. But I really think that we're moving in the right direction right now with some of the stuff on Disney Plus. Stop making stuff that's dumb like Loki and WandaVision, and get back to telling good stories, because I actually like Moon Knight. I think it's good storytelling.
Mm-hmm. I do.
And I love the casting of what is his name? I forgot his name now.
Oscar Isaacs.
Oh, Oscar Isaacs is so fucking good in this. But it's a good show, and I love that they did that. What do you guys think about Moon Knight revealing the existence of Dr. Doom?
I think it's great. Look, Dr. Doom, in my personal opinion, since I've started, since my earliest days of ever reading Marvel Comics, to me, Dr. Doom has always been the ultimate Marvel villain.
You were like young enough to still be wearing diapers the first time you picked up a Marvel comic.
I'm not telling. But, I like you. My first Marvel comic really was Fantastic Four. And I love those characters, but Dr. Doom has become, or it is, in my opinion, the quintessential Marvel villain. There are others that have come along.
Yeah,
there are others
with the
more powerful.
First it was Mole Man.
Yeah.
And I like that. That was one of my first comics too. My grandpa had that copy, and I remember reading it, going, "Oh my god, this is awesome!" And but when I first got introduced to Doom, and I think I was like 7 or 8, I was like, "This guy is so fucking cool looking." And the first time I saw Darth Vader, I'm like, "That looks like Darth Vader's Doom." But that's my child mind.
I thought the same thing. So
24. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was wanting to go 24 because I want to hear his thoughts on this.
Oh, I thought Keith was still talking, but no, I was gonna say that Dr. Doom, boy, it's like he's one villain that I've seen him on every level. I've seen him on the street level, like seen him in in the Power Man comic, seen him go up against your basic heroes, and then of course I've seen him go against whole teams and different shit like that, and he's kind of like he kind of reminds me of Lex Luthor in a way, and it's like he's, he will help something if he knows that his shit is on the line too.
Yeah.
But if anything, he's always trying to conquer some shit, and yeah, he's to the point where he's formidable on every level, and so it's. I mean, he's trying to take down Galactus and shit like that by himself. I mean, come on, man, that guy is like, it's like you got to give it up to him. I mean, whether he fails, whether he wins or fails is another story. But he's, he constantly the way they write him is like he doesn't ever give up being that classic villain, and I don't know, man, he's something to admire. He's like Darth Vader. Yeah, man, Darth Vader is like that's a good comparison to who he is, man.
You always get these people that try to do these DC Marvel books.
Right.
If you really want the ultimate DC Marvel book, Batman versus Doctor Doom writes itself.
I would love to see that.
Oh,
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Shinatsky, I don't agree with you. I think that there are people at Marvel that want to give us Doctor Doom. What we've seen so far in the previous iterations were badly developed ideas. We're going to get a comic accurate Doctor Doom. It is coming. Monkey Jeebus, I love you, man, but you're full of shit. I believe in Mikey Sutton. And Mikey Sutton says that's happening. I believe it's true. That was the introduction of Doctor Doom to the MCU.
Yeah, they've talked about bringing the character in for quite a while now, because they talked about introducing him with Black Panther 2.
Well, if you're bringing forward the Fantastic Four, you really have to bring Doctor Doom in, because his connection to those characters, and you can't just make Fantastic Four and not eventually introduce him, because the Fantastic Four with all the villains, their main villain has always been Doctor Doom.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like how they did Venom and Spider-Man. It's like bringing Venom about with no connection to Spider-Man, to this point. It's like, all right.
And I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to have to do something interesting if they're doing the Secret Wars like they say they're doing. So, are we ready to move on to the next one, or do we have any last thoughts?
I was just going to say, like you say, if they are going to introduce him, because he is such an important character to the Marvel Universe, they really have to build him up the way they did with Thanos. That's the only way to bring this character in. A little bit at a time, drip feed the audience, show us, don't tell us what he can do.
Well, exactly. And by the way, Zax, that show failed. They can say all they want to. We know that the numbers didn't go up with that fucking show. They did not get new subs for that show. The viewership was not good enough. So it failed. So once again, that is the only thing that helps them learn, is when things fail. So, and they fail a lot. But moving on to the next one, which is DC developing standalone Poison Ivy film. This one's by Joylyn Francisco. Even Mikey can't pronounce that middle name. He's like, and he's from the Philippines. He can't pronounce that name. I don't know how to say that name. So I don't feel bad anymore. So don't make me feel bad. I'm not racist because I don't know how to say that name. DC Films is developing a Poison Ivy film. It has been recently reported that Poison Ivy won't be connected to the DCEU. I don't know how I feel about that. In other words, it'll take place separately. Hearing things like this, I got it when, Hamada and those guys were doing this. So is this a Hamada thing that's going to just disappear? I wonder. These standalone films?
It could be, I guess, but the DCEU is in such a state at the moment, in such a mess. They're trying to collect everything into, the way that Marvel did, but they've got a hell of a lot of work to do that. So, yeah.
And the thing is that, as I've been saying, Warner Brothers was never really interested initially in following what Marvel had done. Everything that they had done was all standalone everything. As I kept saying, by the time we got to Justice League, as directed by Joss Whedon, that was really the end of the second phase for DC Films. The first being all of the stuff pre Man of Steel that they had done in putting the characters together. And had they gone a different way, we would have already had Justice League by the time Man of Steel hit, because that was the original plan. And I still think, on some level, that while Zack Snyder got a lot of hate in making his films the way that he did, it was all part of what Warner Brothers themselves had dictated. You know, they are more than interested to try to milk this out. And I hate to say it, but over time, it seems more and more like Kevin Feige and Marvel are following that way of doing things. Mm-hmm. You know, they haven't been around as long. They haven't been making movies as long as Warner Brothers has been dealing with DC. And it just seems like every time I turn around, they're basically kind of going the exact same direction that Warner Brothers has been going for decades with all this stuff. And eventually, they are going to have to deal with having other actors play some of the biggest parts they had. There will be another Tony Stark. I guarantee it. There'll be another actor to play that part. There'll be another actor to be Steve Rogers. You know, and you're going to have a lot of MCU fanboys saying no, but...
Because you and I have talked about this previously, that comics need to sort of reboot every 10 years. And because you got a new group of kids coming in reading.
Yeah.
You know, and so, it's sort of been the standard. My problem is they try to speed up that rotation. And that's where it gets annoying for those of us who are like still watching, going, hey, wait a minute, we're still here.
Yes, what about us?
What are you doing? We're the ones that are paying more money than anybody, and you're fucking ignoring us. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to say hi to Gap, and I was sorry I didn't get to say hi to Brandon, because he's a very good friend of ours. He's already left. But welcome, Gap Stargate. So, all right, that's it. I'm done talking to you. This leads into, unless you guys got another point, really what we're talking about here is this next story. And I think this is the big story that we need to talk about, which is anti-Snyderverse Warner Brother executive Ann Sarnoff exits company. Unceremoniously is released from her contract. One of many that have come and more to come. You're going to see remember the video that, what's his name that played Aquaman?
Jason Momoa
did, where he's running through the offices of Warner Brother and every office was fucking empty. That's the way it's looking right now. I'm telling you right now. This woman, she sided with people that she shouldn't have. She did damage, and they are now trying to do damage control and fix things. We all predicted that Miller was going to do it again. He was going to do something impossibly even worse. I never imagined breaking into somebody's house and assaulting them. But Ezra Miller is he's a nut job, and he's clearly got a drug problem too.
Mm-hmm. He is. He's
can't
become
prove,
a liability.
We don't have any proof of either one. Look, man, nobody just fucking does that shit on their own.
Well,
unless
Amber Heard is beyond
Amber
a nut
Heard's
job.
batshit crazy too.
Yeah. I mean, dropping a deuce on the bed. Come on.
Very good statement, Shanatsky. Very true. Why read comics from people that don't fucking like you?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. If you don't like my comic, don't buy it. Well, they didn't. And now look. Sarnoff sounds like an off-brand alcohol. It really does.
Actually,
I got me some Sarnoff last night.
She's related to David Sarnoff.
And that name means nothing to me.
Actually, it should, because what we know of television, really, as entertainment, David Sarnoff is the name, and was one of the rock bed names in the formation of the networks and the network system. How you have NBC, CBS, eventually ABC, and everything that comes after that. David Sarnoff is, boom, a rock bed name. There's a Mount Rushmore of the people that were really instrumental in helping television, especially in the United States, become what it is. David Sarnoff is up there. So, look, I feel, on the one hand, I feel kind of bad for her because she was caught in a situation where she had to toe the party line. Okay? My only thing against her is that she didn't have to seem to enjoy it so much. You know?
Yeah, because her hatred of the Snyderverse, even Mikey Sutton and I have talked ad nauseum that we don't fucking love it that much. We enjoy parts of it.
Yeah.
It is definitely the better, or what is that called? The lesser of two evils. When it comes to what Warner's done and what he was doing, we prefer the Snyderverse. But this is my general sentiment with her completely.
Well, bye.
That's how I feel. Fuck her. She sided against Zack Snyder and stood behind two people who are clearly fucking shitheels, Ezra Miller and Amber Heard, and refused to back down. And now they gave her marching orders. Get the fuck out. And that's why we're seeing some of this shit going on with the emergency meeting at Warner over Ezra Miller, because all of the supporters are pretty much gone. They don't have any power anymore. So the emergency meeting is, okay, we need to deal with this. Somebody else should have dealt with this. They didn't, and now we have to do it. So I don't think we're going to see Grant Gustin. I know a lot of fans would like that, but I got to be honest. I agree with Keith and Campia on this, that he's the wrong person for the job. He's good for TV. He's not a film character actor. We need somebody new in that role, and Ezra Miller needs to fucking go.
If you're going to bring someone in to be Barry Allen on the big screen, you need to cast someone that can fit within the way that Zack Snyder is constructed or has constructed this universe.
Now they're trying to do the Warner universe right now, where they're trying to, but it's not going to work. And that's why AT&T is waiting until all the heads are cut off. And then they're going to reinstate Snyderverse, let Snyder finish what he started. Look, James Gunn is relegated to TV. He's not going to be working on any of the films. I heard some of you guys say, well, he's going to be doing TV. His film flopped, but he's good at TV. So he's going to be handling the DC on TV. But once again, don't fucking tell me it's canon. You can suck a dick. It is not canon. What he makes is not canon. It's parody. It is absolute parody. Also, I saw the comment from you, Shanatsky, about, is there going to be a lesbian scene? It's going to be a lesbian scene without poison. Fuck you, Shanatsky. I love you, man. That was funny. Hey, Tim. How you doing, man? Decepticon. What's up? So let's put it this way. Oh, Martin Acosta is here. What's up, mi amigo? I'm glad you guys have dropped in. Look, this is what's going to end up happening. AT&T is cleaning house. They are absolutely going to reinstate Snyderverse. Joss Whedon has now been formally relegated to television because he's shown to make good television, not good filmmaking for DC.
And they may never even... Well, he was already kicked out of his television show, The Nevers. They've already replaced him on that one.
And look, this is how it works, and I guarantee you guys are going to agree with me, is what have you done for me lately?
That's pretty much what it is.
Not Michael Jackson. What's her name? Janet Jackson, the one that showed her titty on national TV. I saw the wink. Surreptitious wink.
I like to think it was an accident. Thank you, Justin.
Yeah, this is the face. Was that an accident? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So basically, things are finally starting to shape up for this year, and all the naysayers are being shown how full of shit they don't understand things. And look, I don't want to tell people they're full of shit for wanting Grant Gustin, because you're not, because he is beloved. I like him a lot. He's a Flash so far.
He is a really good dude.
Carry that. He's not the guy to carry the weight of this character.
Because first of all, by casting Grant Gustin, that means you're going to have to get rid of the actress who is, going to be playing Iris, originally opposite, Crazy Dude.
I wish Mikey was here with us right now. Good question. Keith, answer that question. You're probably better at answering that.
Oh, everything will probably start working on Monday. Right now, they're basically snapping necks and cashing checks right now. So this is the dirty work. Okay, the rest of this week is all the dirty work. You see nothing. Do not pay attention to the man behind the curtain type
They're
stuff.
all Sergeant Schultz. See nothing. I know nothing.
You got people out there. You all the dead bodies and everything, and they're just trying to just move everybody out.
This is the red
Clean up the
wedding that
blood.
we've been telling you was coming. You're going to start seeing more. I mean, the last major two will be Toby Emmerich and Walter Hamada. I think Hamada is going to go before Toby Emmerich because Toby Emmerich seems to say, no, I'm not taking it early out. I'm going to fucking go all the way. And I think that's his end is in December. But Toby Emmerich's authority is gone.
Yeah.
They can greenlight all they fucking want to. Anything they've greenlit, there's nothing they greenlit that's really going to come through unless something AT&T went, I see value in that.
Well, yeah, Zaslav's they've already put a hold on anything that is not shooting right now. So
There you go.
anything they may have said.
Remember all that
yeah,
excitement? They've greenlit this and they've greenlit that. It's like, at that point, Hamada was like, you got a car. You got a car.
You got a franchise movie. You get a franchise movie.
Giving everybody a green light. And it's like, look, dude, he's grasping. The Batman, I don't think it's going to make $1 billion. I just don't think it's going to make it. I think they're going to hit 800 and top off.
Yeah, I think it's going to scrape under it.
And the only way he was going to get his, what's her name, Amy Pascal deal with Sony was if he had $1 billion hit. If he does not hit $1 billion, Hamada's done.
I think he's done anyway. Look, they will, I think, make a sequel to the Batman. That will happen. But I do not think that all of this other stuff that they had talked about, which was all pie in the sky type of stuff on behalf of Hamada, praying real hard, that was going to happen in connection with the Batman. I think it's just going to, you made a movie, and a lot of people around the world are very interested in that story. Now we're going to see what happens when you make a second one.
Do you think that the TV shows that they've got planned will go ahead? Because they were hyping up the Penguin show. They were talking about the Arkham show that they wanted to do. They already
if it's not already shooting, I think they're going to go into stasis as well.
Yeah, I think it'll depend. I think it's going to depend on how much money you were talking about to actually make that stuff. Oh, I'm sorry.
Monkey Juice asked a really good question or made a statement.
Toby was assigned to Zaslav's board. Yeah, I was looking that up. I haven't seen his name. Look, if that's actually what they're reporting, I'm not surprised. But here's the thing.
Because he's there till December. He's not quitting.
That's right.
He told them, because they offered him a chance to leave, and he said, no, I'm staying until the end of my contract.
Toby was the one that was working under Kevin Tsujihara originally. He wasn't originally running the circus. He was helping the guy that was running the circus. And all because of what happened with Kevin Tsujihara and him getting kicked out is what allowed Toby to ascend. I don't think he was ever really planning on taking everything over. But he was allowing a lot of his personal feelings towards the Snyder fans and the Snyderverse and all that. That's really the real reason why he wasn't an obvious choice when Zaslav went, who am I going to get to be the guy? I mean, he's got a lot of experience. He can't find a job anyplace else because nobody wants him, right, Netflix? But it's just that I think that overall it would be a waste to completely cut him off at the knees. So this is what Zaslav's going to do. He is on double secret probation, okay? So December's going to come and we'll find out whether or not he's going to stay. But right now, he's on double secret probation. So as long as he keeps his nose clean and doesn't act like an ass, then he can stay. Right?
That's impossible.
By the way, welcome to the show, you late son of a bitch.
I saw Purple Valkyries on the panel. I was like, oh, I'm really gonna make sure I make it. No. Shout out to the team though. Shout out to the team here. Everybody except Gary.
Oh, the lovely Sherry. Yeah, fuck you.
What's up, bro?
The lovely Sherry is in the chat too. Hey, I got the article you sent, Jeebus. I'm going to show it now. Here we go. This is the Hollywood Reporter, which is talking about David Zaslav names his top Warner Brother Discovery executives. So this is the one he's talking about. So let's go into this.
That's a man with no worries.
43 billion Warner Brother Discovery mega merger. I like their phrasing there. About to be completed, CEO David Zaslav has unveiled more key executive appointments for the combined company. The industry veteran confirmed that trusted longtime Discovery top executives will take on key jobs at the merger conglomerate, while Warner Media side entertainment leaders Casey Bloys and Channing Dungey,
yeah.
And this, I don't believe this is going to be for long.
No.
Toby Emmerich, because I know that they want to get rid of him because he's been problematic since he's been there.
It's been actively interviewing people. Go ahead, Gary.
No, go ahead, man.
The head of Steam. Yeah, the head of Steam, man.
What?
I'm saying they've been actively interviewing people to replace Toby Emmerich. That's like public names out there. So yeah, like you said, Gary, he doesn't have long.
What
it is they know, and it goes to this, and I know you're gonna confirm what I say here. The whole thing is they offered him the same early out. We'll give you this money. Just get the fuck out of here. He's like, no, that's okay. I'm going to ride it out to the end of my contract.
Save the face.
And it's like, all right, motherfucker. We're going to put you in here, but the minute your contract's up, you are not fucking staying. I'm telling you, when December comes, Emmerich is gone in December because that's when his contract ends, as I recall.
So at the latest, end of this year. Yeah, so yeah, you're right. Yep.
I think, look, personally, I'd like to see Watts, formerly of Paramount, the lady that
Emma
came
Watts,
into... Yeah, because she had a great plan. Little did she know when she got hired to be the top dog at Paramount, that Paramount was already infected. And that basically her idea of trying to figure out Star Trek so that they could bring it back to prominence was never going to work. Because the Kurtzman infection had already started and had taken root. So basically, she wasn't a good fit there, and so she left. She's just hanging out in her yard. She's gardening right now. She got nothing to do. I say, call her up and go, hey.
The way I put it the other day, I said trying to straighten out that studio would be like trying to take the movie Power of the Dog and turn it into a heterosexual Western.
Oh.
That's impossible.
It's impossible. So you have to eventually fire everybody to get it to work.
You.
And who didn't fucking love Sam Elliott's fucking that bullshit?
There's no gay cowboys.
I had the straightest falling in love moment with Sam Elliott. I'm like, I don't ever want to touch you, but goddamn, I'd love to hug and kiss you right now. You hair some bitch.
Gary's trying to do his own Breakback Mountain. Yeah.
That guy still gets the ladies. I know women that would just give it up.
Did you guys see 1883? The prequel to Yellowstone?
I haven't seen it yet.
No.
Oh my
it's good.
God. The only problem I have with it is, do you remember how in Gremlins 2 they made fun of Phoebe Cates' fucking dreary
Santa Claus story
about Santa Claus?
Yeah.
And they make fun of it in the second movie. I had the same reaction to the narration because this girl has the dreariest fucking narration. And I would have enjoyed the show without the fucking narration.
Mm-hmm.
It was not necessary. And sometimes she was just putting it on so thick. Watch the show. Get an illegal copy if you have to. I did not say that, did it? Somebody else said that.
Sail the high seas?
I've been deep faked. That wasn't me.
Sail the high seas?
Sail the high seas. Go see that fucking show. Taylor Sheridan is an amazing fucking writer. I love his writing. Power of the Dog wasn't gay enough.
That's hilarious.
Oh, wow.
That was the problem, huh?
Okay, Sox. This is for another show. We need to talk about Babylon 5 and where it's going.
It's Warner Brothers, and according to J. Michael Straczynski,
they've already started the project. is what
Yeah,
it's called.
according to him, it looks like it's still going to go. They're just waiting for the dust to settle after every.
I think it'd be dumb to not do it. I think Discovery sees that as also a very good option. But once Discovery takes over managing things, it's going to be a more straightforward show, and you'll see very little to any fucking woke garbage.
I think
they want money.
I think every Babylon 5 fan within the next couple of days should just go ahead and hashtag Babylon 5 reboot and just make that trend. Now is the time to be.
Hashtag Keith said all this shit. Everything Keith said.
Give me money.
That's how hashtags work, right?
Hashtag give me money.
Hashtag give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money. No. That's my impression of Steve.
What are you doing? Hashtag. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, I love Fat Steven, so I like poking fun at him. So, basically, look, Warner is getting ready to go into probably one of the biggest fucking shakeups. And if you think that's the shakeup of the year, imagine what's going to happen at all the other studios. Once they see this transition, because every studio watches what the other studio is doing. Mm-hmm. Disney is watching what's happening at Warner, and they're paying attention to it.
That's the hottest story in Hollywood right now. This March.
Oh, that's right. Sill's here. I forgot about that.
Oh,
no. Hey, Sill, tell us about yourself. What do you do?
That means a good point was made.
Nobody wants to hear that.
That's what that means.
I love you, buddy.
It's like,
I missed you because I didn't have anybody to shit on. You're my new favorite person because I love you so much. I like doing that with you. I don't know why.
I'm getting better at insulting people every time I talk to you. I'm getting better.
Good. Because that's what you should be getting from me is how to shit on other people.
Man.
I mean, you already stole our fucking theme song.
You
did what now?
On his show, he took the theme song we got because it's a fucking cool song.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know.
It's a cool ass song. It is a cool ass song.
Did it.
It's like God, our whole intro to our actual show really does sound like a Quentin Tarantino film because of that song. Fucking love it.
Sill. It meant nothing. It meant nothing.
What song? What song?
Dork Knight says, "Hey guys, I got to dip out. All right, buddy, have fun. I'll see you later, bud. See you tomorrow.
Everybody leave,
Take care.
Or later tonight if you want to jump into a private chat. We can talk later." Chapek needs to fire Victoria Alonso for her insubordination at the GLAAD Awards.
Ooh.
I don't, I have a gay son, but I don't watch the GLAAD Awards. Don't get two shits about it. It's, I only pay attention to white people in movies.
Shocker.
Only white men. I don't care for protagonists that are people of other color or other sexes. I'm sorry. That's how the wild left thinks. They only want to watch. Look, man, I grew up on Mod Squad, motherfucker.
Link was the man.
Link was the fucking man.
All right.
God bless his soul. We lost him, man. What was it, last year, wasn't it? Or was
Yeah.
it this year?
Yeah.
We lost him. It wasn't
Last year.
that long ago. Yeah, I get you. Let's move on to the next subject. Somebody you sent me, fucking Jeebus. Fucking sent me a picture. Okay, I'm going to show it. Fuck you, Jeebus. I'm going to fucking show what you send me. You son of a bitch. There you go.
Wow.
Slap that ass.
Oh, wow.
I love these Will Smith memes. They're not going anywhere anytime
no,
soon.
Seriously, man. I keep mine on here permanently. And I'm never removing this meme because I felt it was so funny when I made it.
I mean, like me and Purple built a show off of Will Smith memes, basically. So
Will Smith and Ezra Miller are keeping this show going.
That's what brought us together. Actually, I think
worst heckler ever.
Hopefully, they don't get their life together, and me and Purple show will end if Will and Ezra gets it together.
Slap each other, the universe implodes.
Exactly. So I don't think any of us are really excited about this Poison Ivy idea of a film. I'm really not. I don't think it's a good idea. Poison Ivy is once again a villain.
Mhm.
She needs Batman.
Mhm.
You know, so I think it's dumb
Yeah.
doing this.
I
And if
I
they-
think
Yeah.
they'd go down the sympathetic villain route with her.
Boy.
And that's the last thing that we need with
Well,
Poison
the-
Ivy.
Look, I
It's gonna be
enjoy
like another. It's gonna be like another Batwoman, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Or if they do the dumb
Did you
route,
see
which
that?
you know they're thinking.
the writers from the show Batwoman are now
Yeah.
begging fans to join together
Renew-
and write and do some sort of campaign to save the show. And it's
Renew
like, look,
Batwoman.
man, this is how stupid their writers are. If you have a TV show, the way you get the fans to save it is to watch the fucking show
So they
and
haven't
pick
watched
the
it.
ratings up. Don't do a campaign. Campaign without ratings? Oh, that's right, because they're fucking idiots at that fucking network. God,
See,
this is so
the problem with Poison Ivy, if they go the terrible route of doing, Poison Ivy and Harley, no one's going to watch that either. Just like they didn't watch Birds of Prey because there's no Joker.
Yeah, there's not enough diversity at the GLAAD
just
Awards.
nothing.
That's true.
That's funny.
You got to be gay. It's
Is that
how-
what that is? I didn't even know. I was,
yo, don't you ever create a heterosexual only group for awards? You know, but oh well.
and be a white male. That's really over if you do that.
Yeah, you're done. You're done. I don't know how people watch this show. Look me up in that left corner. They come for Keith. It's true.
Well, yeah, I've already been. I've already had
I
people
know that
come at
sounds
me.
perverted that they come for Keith.
Oh yes.
Are we saying
And as
advance,
Keith said on one episode, they
Can
came
I
hard.
confirm nor deny?
They came
Yes.
hard. Right,
we're
Keith? They
saying
came
in
hard.
advance, happy birthday to Purple Valkyrie in advance,
Yeah.
just in case I don't.
No,
tell you
we already
tomorrow.
said it. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm
See,
here now, so everything.
This is
starts
what
off.
happens when you don't show up on time. You're late for work.
I'm a loose cannon.
You get
okay?
no
I'm Ezra
cake.
Miller of
No
the
cake
show.
for selling.
I just show up and just chaos ensues. Happy
Hey,
birthday,
hey,
Purple
hey,
Valkyrie.
hey.
Thank you. And thank
Hey.
you, Rough Girl.
I am gay for this show. Look at
Wow.
that. Look at my avatar. I'm
We
so
went too far
fucking gay.
officially, right there. That's what we
Oh
figured.
wow.
There's no such thing as too far with me.
I'm learning that. I'm actually
Valkyrie learned in our private chat today. Gary's
Oh.
fucking dark.
I
really-
learned things today.
You thought it was cool though. You're like, holy shit, that was cool.
I need you to write your autobiography, but keep all of the absolutely
I want to
filthy,
do a show where
disgusting
it's just
things in
me
there.
talking about fucked up shit from my life and why it's funny. No matter how horrifying you think it is, what I'm describing to you, when you get to the end of it, it's fucking funny.
Never
it's
leave
like-
a cat in your room while you're the wife. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. That story is coming out eventually, you know. It's in one of my comic books, and what's so funny,
Whew.
Dale Dye, military advisor to Hollywood. Dale Dye, I work for him, and his wife loves reading my stuff, and she read the scene that I wrote in one of my books involving a kitten and a dick. And
Oh,
she did a spit take. Soda went out her nose and burned her nose when she read it because she knew it was a true story.
Oh, wow. That's,
And that's all I'm saying.
Wow.
Fuck you guys. You don't get to hear it tonight.
yeah.
I've
But-
already heard that story.
Look, it's a
Totally.
paramedic. Yeah. You've been in private conversation. The other one is, it's like the first time when I was an EMT,
Shit.
first in EMT, I had to handle a decapitation of a guy that had his head cut off by a car. He hit it on the side, doing about 60 miles an hour, and his head hit the window edge, and his head kept going over the top of the car, and the body went into the car and killed the driver of the car.
Ooh.
Wow.
So I'm at the scene, and because I'm the new guy, I got to go pick up that head in the helmet. It's still in the helmet, 50 yards away. So I walk over there, and I hear these footfalls behind me of a state trooper as I turn to look at him, and he says, "I got your 6." I didn't know what the fuck that meant. I went, "Got my 6? What the fuck does that mean?" Oh, he's got my
$?
back. I get it. He's got my back. So I'm like walking, and I'm like, cool, And we're walking here, and I'm young, by the way. I was like, I think it was 19 or 20, and walking towards that head, And right when I get there, we have these big medical hefty bags, and they're made by the same company. They're just big, heavy duty hefty bags, hefty. And right as I'm approaching this helmet, I've got my gloves on.
Damn.
This state trooper steps around me, putting on his own gloves. He says, "I got you, brother." Reaches down, grabs that helmet from me, rolls it open end up so nothing pours out or falls out, turns and walks towards me as I'm opening the bag for him, and then he dead stops all movement to where I'm like, are you putting it in the bag? And I locked eyes with him. Huge mistake, because then he said these words to me. At least he had his helmet on, right? And I'm holding that bag, and I go, and I just got real quiet, and he put the head in the bag very gently. I turn around, walk away, and I'm like going, that was the most uncomfortable moment of my life. I've been on some bad dates. I was like, holy fucking shit. And that guy would do it to me multiple times during my career there in Virginia. He came up one time, car got pancaked, a bunch of teenagers on Mountain View Drive. Comes up, I help him up, pull him up because he's on rappelling rope and climbing her up. As he's coming above the edge, he says, "Hey, they ought to have their seatbelts on." I'm like, what is it with you, dude? They're dark people in that field, let me tell you.
Yes.
So there you go. 2 stories. 2 Gary stories. You're fucking welcome.
How about that poison ivy story?
Oh, that's dark. That's so dark. Even Stevie Wonder had to say, "That's dark, man."
He took his glasses off and said it.
Rough Girl is here. She's given us $10. Gary, I didn't think anybody knew what me and Will did in the dark. Where did you find that picture? That, of course, is thanks to you know who, and it's not War Monkey. It's Monkey.
That was a BBD. That's a BBD reference, Gary. You're white, so you didn't know that.
What? Wait, what did I get?
Her message. Her message.
To be fair, I didn't get it either, so yeah, that
Smack it
All right,
up, flip
thanks
it,
for
rub
letting
it
us in on
down.
the
Oh
joke.
no.
Thank you, Rough
Now you
Girl,
know.
for the $10.
Yep.
That's why I'm here, folks, to translate.
I'm going to premiere
Blow.
our new title card for you tonight, Rough Girl. This is our new title card. It's going to go on our Saturday and possibly other shows. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
Damn.
I hand drew it.
that is cool. I love that.
Oh yeah.
A black mouse and a white mouse.
Of course.
Both with shitty fucking Van Dykes. Because Keith and I both have Van Dykes. And I just did that. I thought it was funny.
Hey,
When
I love it.
When I'm supposed to be doing comic art, trust me, I'm working on videos.
You're like doodling stuff for the videos. And
I
stuff.
should be working on those. Thank you again, Rough Girl. You are such a sweetheart. Love you.
Awesome.
Poison Ivy keeps her helmet on. Oh no, Rough Girl says. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me one more time. I remember that song. So let's get back to this story in particular, because I know that I'm very interested in what we're doing here, because I'm really not sure, because that was the first thing that AT&T canceled was James Wan's Swamp Thing show, which really started off strong, even though I did have a problem, and a lot of people did, with part of, that in the end, he's not the Swamp Thing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like that.
Mhm.
He is the Swamp Thing. And so I'm hoping that we're going to get some of the same stuff, because I love the costume. I love the acting, but I don't know what they're going to do. DC Comics Swamp Thing is headed back to live action. It's been reported that a new Swamp Thing project is currently in development.
From who?
I will say that this is likely television, because everything that was being talked about for film has been put on hiatus if it wasn't already started. So I think that's the answer to the question of what that is. I think this is another TV show. DC Comics Swamp Thing is a humanoid. Oh my God, who wrote that? Of course, Edwin wrote that. He overly describes things. Love you, Edwin. Stop doing that.
Hey, well, let me ask you this: which Swamp Thing you think is going to be more like the one that just came out a few years ago, or the one from way back in the Gap?
No, I like the. If they had done it better, I did enjoy the two films and the series spinoff in the 90s.
From the 90s, yeah.
The costume was so much better in the second film, but it was a worse script. But they kept what's his name, Dick Durock, as the Swamp Thing, and they kept the second movie Swamp Thing costume, and did the series. I thought it was too kid friendly. Was my problem.
Yeah,
I think the show would have been better if it was more mature in its writing.
Well, if it had a more of a Twilight Zone /
exactly, not quite an anthology, but that each episode or every 3 episodes was a story arc, of something weird that had to be dealt with by Swamp Thing.
Almost like a Doctor Who sort of way of doing things, except you're coming to his swamp. It all has something to do with the swamp. Different stories, different characters. That would have been aces, man. But
do you guys think that perhaps they'll try and tie it in with the Sandman series that's coming out? They got
to, because when you've got 2 characters like that, they've got to be connected somehow and utilize that together.
Absolutely. Is this going to be Netflix? That's the question.
Well, wait a minute, because we don't know, because the relationship with Netflix soured because they were going to start their own branding and IP.
You know what?
Nothing came of it.
Yeah, go ahead, Gary.
I mean, they got.
I was just going to say, because Keith and I talked about this early on, that Netflix had hired Layfeld and Millar to create their own comic brand and to do their own comic shows, but it seems like that flopped.
That first
Am I
one,
incorrect?
What was that first show?
And Layfeld left. He's like, "Fuck it, I'm bailing early." So it was just Millar, and the first show he did was good. I enjoyed it, but it flopped.
It didn't stick the landing. Yeah, it didn't. I forget the name of it because I thought of something.
Is that something we're going to see? What you're talking about, Sil? That DC is going to try to. I know this is a funny way of phrasing it. Fill that hole with Netflix.
Oh,
baby,
it has to happen, right? But I think with Sandman over there on Netflix with Neil Gaiman, I mean, that's supposed to be a big show. We don't know the release date of it, but Sandman will fit on Netflix better than whatever the hell they're doing now. So.
Well, they need to wake up over there. It used to be, I almost said it was about a 60-40 garbage to really good ratio. It's now in the 90s for garbage. And it's really, it's like some people don't even want to go to Netflix anymore because it's like they just assume it's going to be more woke garbage.
I will say this. Zaslav has to make a decision. Does he think that Warner Brothers has gotten value for the money that they gave J.J. Abrams up to this point? Because now we're now 2 years into a 5-year contract and he got $500 million for this.
JJ.
And what have we seen? What have we seen?
Not a damn thing.
I know it. It's like, wait a minute, wait. You get $500 million for doing squat.
$500 million. B. With a B.
Oh, well, I mean, he's a part of that new Batman show.
Oh, jeez,
that's not even out
the
yet.
Batman cartoon, the one that's continuing that. The animated yeah.
I hope they make it.
Justice League Dark. That's his only thing left now because it looks like everything else has gone off the rails. I think they're not doing the Superman movie now, so all you got is Justice League Dark. So
and then I heard that they're doing the Constantine, and it's going to be a black Constantine.
Yep, no, that's for the Netflix. No, that's for the Netflix version of Sandman.
You think it was bad enough when people got pissed about Keanu Reeves playing Constantine? you now race swap him.
Keanu Reeves.
Everybody loves Keanu Reeves.
Yes.
And people were losing their shit over that.
I'm telling you, this came back up on my feed because I had posted this, but Warner Brothers,
Yeah.
you should have took the deal with Guillermo del Toro. You should have taken the del Toro deal because that would have been a much better Justice League Dark.
Oh man,
You would have made it
it
horror.
would have actually been Justice League Dark.
Well, let me ask you this: with, do you think Zatanna's coming?
No.
Oh, they'll use her. They'll use her.
All right,
but that's
so-
if they decide to make it.
Yeah.
All right, because I'm hearing like Constantine, Zatanna. Of course, now we've seen Swamp Thing coming. There's also there's a few other heroes that they can actually come with if they.
AJ?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of those mystical, magical, Madame Xanadu. There's a bunch of good mystical characters out there.
Look, Marvel is having to try to introduce all of their mystical stuff from Marvel. Forget that stuff. Look, as of right now, there is a positive thing to not having everything connected.
Right.
DC at any time can just go through and it's like, you know what? We're going to take John Constantine. We're going to take the House of Secrets. We're going to take Zatanna. We're going to take all these characters. And we're just going to start making our own, kind of a cult type of area for the DC universe. And connect all these different characters together and make our own mini universe within that.
Yeah, because there was another report about The Question also getting a series.
Yeah.
So you got him Dr. Occult. I mean, there's so many people you could throw in there, man.
What Shinatsky said here, that pissed me off so fucking much.
That was weird.
Do that in there. It's
King
like,
Shark.
what was that for?
That was weird.
That was from the last animated thing that they did.
Yeah,
That was
Justice League Dark, where you found out that
the Apocalypse War.
that Constantine is a power bottom for
King Shark is a shark.
It made no sense. It did nothing to the story.
Yep.
Yo.
Yeah.
Look, this is the way it works.
He had to get his fin
Every bit
in.
of dialogue that you deliver in a film, a screenplay, television show is there for one reason and one reason only: to push the story forward. If it isn't pushing the story forward, it is verbal masturbation. So when you see shit like that, that is people jerking off in front of you.
No, like it literally.
If you don't like that, stop watching things like that.
Like Constantine's there, King Shark comes in, and they're basically like, "Yeah, we fucked," and then they walk away. And it's like, wow.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with the story?
It was no reason. Everybody's about to die. And that's what you.
When you see romantic interest in shows, like one of the things that you see, like in
Shark had
Arkham,
his last request,
Assault on Arkham was a really good one, and when you see the relationship between Harley Quinn and what's his name, Bullseye, it's there or Deadshot. Yeah. It was there for a reason. Their relationship was part of the game that's going on.
Story,
it's part of the plot. So, what part of the plot was King Shark fucking Constantine?
I mean, he had to get his fin wet.
Nobody explained that to Cap Stargate. He's too young.
I'm not able to power bottom.
Yeah, power bottom.
Oh shit!
These terms,
so I wasn't the first power bottom.
Okay.
I don't even want to go over this one. I'm going to show it, and we don't need to.
You just
shit.
All right, go ahead.
I don't give two shits about Picard. I think it's a garbage show.
Oh, you're going to show it?
No one cares.
It's like at the end they talk about the crew's coming back, and I'm like, look, you've already fucked the next generation. You absolutely tore it completely apart, and you became the Picard that Picard swore he never wanted to be. When he had that moment with Q, where Q gave him a chance to make that change, and things get all fucked up, and instead of being Starfleet Command, he's walking around in a teal fucking uniform.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
I made a mistake. I need to kill that motherfucker.
Yes, father.
All I'm saying, if they bring back Reading Rainbow, then that's gonna be lit.
I'm over it. So yeah, we can leave this one. Boom. Let's go to this was interesting. Miles
Yeah, I thought we were
Morales,
going to get
Spider-Man.
a power bottom explanation.
No more.
No,
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I'm just saying, we got a request in the chat, so I'm just trying to figure out what's
no one's
what's
asked.
popping.
No.
We're all there with you, man. Fucking angry about Picard
It's
and
a
everything
wrestling
Kurtzman
move.
standing behind. I cannot believe how stupid fucking Strange New Worlds looks.
Oh shit!
Because when you
What's
see
position?
Anson Mount, you're like, yes, that's, and then everything else goes, no, don't do that. Anson Mount.
Oh
yes.
shoot.
He calms me. Oh no, not that. Because that's how it is.
Shit.
Anson Mount,
Spock with his rock sideburns.
Jesus Christ. Here's the funny thing about those sideburns.
Hey,
Even in the
Spock.
60s and 70s, hairstyles were better than that.
Yeah.
That is so embarrassing.
If your hair only goes to about here, having sideburns down to here, no.
I'm about to cancel Paramount Plus right now.
Yo,
That's all-
this is
Well, Paramount Plus has
this shit
value
right now.
because if you don't watch the new stuff on there, that counts against it. But watching
Oh,
classic
that's right.
Star Trek, the good stuff, or watching other things, because I watch
So I
Perry
can screw
Mason,
them,
Mission
okay.
Impossible. I watch a lot of classic shows that are
Okay, you
on
talked me out of
Paramount.
it. Okay.
I do watch a lot of stuff on there. Plus, 1883 is on there, as well as Mayor of Kingstown, which is a great show. Not woke, And I only watch and add to my watch list things that aren't fucking woke. And mentally handicapped.
I mean,
And-
fucking woke's worse. No, mentally handicap's worse than fucking woke. But anyway, yeah, Paramount, it has some value. So yeah, I won't cancel.
Yeah,
Yes.
rough girl. Sometimes I have a filter. People think I don't have a filter. I do. There are words that I stop and I'm like, I'm not saying that word, no matter how much I want to. Not saying it. Yeah. Now there's the three-way that I want right there: rough girl and the lovely chick. No. Playing checkers. What did you guys think?
No one respond. No one say nothing.
3D chess from Star Trek.
All right.
Anyway,
You know what?
Oh.
You know what? That's fine. That's fine.
All right.
That's fine.
we'll get in trouble.
I'm done.
yeah, Venture Brothers is a show
think
that
we made
needs to come back. That Hot Girl series was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. Not one funny moment. Not one.
You know what? If I could just say one thing right now to David Zaslav, go Team Venture.
Amen.
There we go.
Go
So-
Team Venture.
Here we go. Miles Morales, Spider-Man will debut in the
Ice
MCU.
cream truck or something?
I'm fine with it as long as we find a better beginning to him that doesn't sound like it's just a repeat of Peter Parker. Because that was so dumb.
Well,
to
I
get
mean-
that. But
Yeah,
he's a cool
Because that's not
character.
Miles Morales. Yeah.
I like him as a character. I loved his animated film, but I would love to see
Oh, awesome.
a live action version.
Mm-hmm.
And I
I-
enjoyed the Jared Leto Morbius. It's not great. It's
solid.
not horrible either. It's just okay.
Purple. Do you see Morbius yet? We
I
talked about
haven't
that.
seen it yet. No, it
Oh, not yet,
is
okay.
on my list of things to do. I just haven't had time. But I've heard good things about it, so I am curious.
We got to send it to that shared folder. No, I'm just playing. But yeah,
Yeah, because we've
It's a-
watched illegal
it's a solid
copies.
film.
We admit it.
yeah. I wasn't gonna say that.
Yeah, I'm singing for you. I
They
know
ain't
you
getting
did.
me. They ain't getting me. I went to the theaters. I like the theater. I'm going to see Sonic actually this weekend.
But I
watch
look forward to
everything.
seeing Miles Morales. What do you guys think?
You know what? I would love it if they just teamed him up with Spider-Man 2099. That'd be the
Sounds like what
coolest
they're
thing.
doing. All right, now animated film part 2.
Yeah, I thought that's coming. Yeah.
I think he
Oh.
will be a character with them, but
Yeah, I
No,
don't
Miles
know
Morales
much
has
about
a-
this. HBO, which is Warner Brothers,
Mhm.
is doing a Venture Brothers film.
yes,
Okay.
Okay.
and that's all I heard about it is that they're
They just need
making
to
a.
bring back the show. Do the
All right.
film. Yeah, go ahead. To introduce the new series. You
Let's
fucking sons of bitches! Bring it back! Anyway. Oh my god, did I rage? I'm so sorry. I lost control. Oh, they want my bowels. Anyway,
What the fuck?
Oh my gosh.
Not the bowels.
Ooh.
on a live show. I'm so ashamed. Oh, you didn't hear
Innocent.
it.
Oh
You
shit!
can't smell it? Oh, then it's
Sherry.
fine. You can't hear it or
Innocent
smell it. It's okay.
Sherry could change your life with those memes.
Yeah, I tell
Y'all
you.
don't know. Y'all know.
Sherry
y'all know.
puts absolutely. Parrot Head has nothing on Sherry when it comes
Hey,
to
Socks, I'm with you,
Man.
man.
I was just joking. I was like, I heard about your memes, and I was like, oh shit.
I'm the minority here. I am not a Miles
Yeah.
Morales fan at all.
I'm not a fan
I'm
of
a
his ass
diehard
either.
Peter Parker. I'm not surprised that you're into Peter, Socks. I'm really not. I don't
Miles
doubt
though
that you
has
really love Peter Parker.
Miles has a good story on his own. They let him be his own character.
They do. They need to leave Peter Parker alone. Stop trying to replace him, because that's what Miles Morales was created as, and
Yeah.
it's dumb to do that. It was
Had his
dumb,
own story.
and it's always bugged me. Shinatsky. They're also doing Metalocalypse. Now that I love that fucking show. I love it when Mark Hamill isn't talking politics and just doing voices on shows. Get him back on that fucking show, Metalocalypse. Oh fuck, I can't pronounce it. That Into the Spider-Verse movie took me by surprise. It was good, yeah. No matter what, no matter how you feel about Miles, I was not a Miles Morales fan. I enjoyed the shit out of that movie.
You didn't think he had his own story in that film?
I did. I just
thought
said
he
I
did.
fucking enjoyed that film.
That's what
Stop
he
calling
said
me
again.
out on shit, motherfucker.
Hey, I'm late, Gary. I'm catching up, right? I would do this an hour ago if I was here.
Yeah, and like Rough Girl said, I'm ready for some good movies. We need some good films. Tired of these
What?
ones.
You said, first of all, you said, I agree, Rough Girl, and you clicked on it and said colonoscopy.
Oh yeah, right here. I was agreeing with that one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
You said,
Yeah,
I totally
I'm
agree,
57
Rough
going on
Girl.
58. I still haven't had mine yet. Yeah.
All right,
Just,
Is she offering?
I'm that much not a bottom that I don't want to do a colonoscopy. Those are Sharpie sideburns. I completely concur.
I'm talking about spot.
And here we
That's
go.
not spot.
Monogram International keychain figure reveals Doctor Strange 2 variant, and I you know what? Don't fucking care. Moving on. Henry Cavill's Superman won't end with the Flash. This we do care about, but we're already aware of this. Look, Mikey Sutton has absolutely nailed it on this. He is coming back. He's going to get his own fucking movie. He's going to appear in some other cool fucking movies, and he's not going to waste his appearances on stupid things like fucking Peacemaker. As much as I enjoyed that show, I did not like the movie. I liked the show,
Right.
and it was parody, and it is not fucking canon.
I think ultimately he's gonna renegotiate his contract, which is really what was at the heart of the majority of the problem with Henry Cavill was that they weren't willing to renegotiate. And
they fucked his hair up when they
Fucked
reshot
his
some of
face
the
up,
scenes.
too.
Look at his hair there.
Look at his face.
Yeah, his mouth is fucked up because of the mustache. But the hair doesn't even look like Superman.
Look at his head, his face.
Look at that hair. Look at that fucking hair. And then look at that. That's
It's sad that they never managed to give any of the actors the proper kiss curl for Superman.
Yeah.
So, how
What
hard
the
is
fuck
it?
is Flash doing in that picture?
Yeah, the last time they got it right was
Fire
they
that
gave
guy.
him the curl with Brandon Routh, didn't they?
yes,
Yeah, but nobody
Yeah.
remembers Brendan Ralph.
and the
no,
curl
I
was
don't
kind of
see any.
small. They
I
gave him like
really-
this weird sort of hairdo and put the curl at the very end, but his hair kind of has like that landing platform top where it comes out so far, and the curl just sort of hung down at the end of that. And I'm
It's
just
like an
like,
artificial curl.
yeah, it was just like, dude, really? I mean,
I think they
this is
added
what
like
we're
a
doing?
prosthetic to the front of his
There.
head.
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah,
that
that was
it
fake.
is.
I think that's fake.
Yeah.
like
Now
it was
that
a
Now, when
weave
he's
and shit,
flying, it's hard for him to do it. I get it.
like some stitched
That
in
article-
weave.
It's in there. Because
That
he
article,
was
Gary, that you
actually
had up-
trying to play Christopher Reeve's Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why
a
they got him.
continuation. Yeah, that's a continuation. That Henry Cavill article, Gary, that went viral for Mikey. Daily Express of the UK, I believe is the name of that, picked it up.
Yes.
and shared it, and it like went nuts for the website. Like,
Yeah, they did, and it's the first
Probably
time a
couple
British
million.
magazine picked up a Mikey Sutton
so
story,
shout out to
which I
UK
bragged about it
again.
on Facebook. I'm like, there you go, he got it.
I don't
Yeah,
know if it
I
was the
love my
first
channel.
time, but I mean, the first time I think they actually did it was when you and I wound up in the British newspaper because we were talking about him. Remember?
And they said these motherfuckers.
Oh, when you and I did it, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, did it help our ratings? I don't think so. I think nobody gave a shit.
Well, I mean, that was the first time Tom ever talked about us, although he spent more time making fun of me. So, you know.
So yeah, that blew up Mikey's website. So good for Mikey. He's doing big things.
Gap, I am an absolute. If I were gay, I would be a power bottom because I'm that fucking lazy.
What the fuck?
Holy
I am
shit.
that lazy.
Oh, he was like, "Yo, fuck it, I'm gonna look it up myself."
I don't agree with you, Martin. I actually really enjoyed it. I guarantee you, Keith got the same emotion when he is going to rescue that fucking plane, and you hear the Superman theme the first time when he's trying to save that plane. My throat tightened, and I sat there fighting it, and then I started shaking, and my belly quivered, and I was like, and I cried. I fucking hate it when it happens, but the 13-year-old boy in me got all excited about that fucking scene when he saved that plane. I loved.
Well, that one in the scene with the glass. That scene where he's flying through and all that broken glass coming down off the building, and he's flying and he just uses the heat vision on it to just turn it into basically just
sand.
Yeah, sand. And that was those two scenes are great, but it's waiting for everything else. It's like,
yeah, because to this day, still Superman is, the 1978 film is my number one comic book movie favorite. And I don't think it'll ever be toppled. It's just one of the truest, most happiest films ever made about a superhero, and so true to the character. Yeah, they got Lex Luthor wrong. Don't care. They got Superman right, and I love that. But Lex Luthor was still a lot of fun. Jeez, come on. So let's see. Let's move on to our next story, Obi-Wan. We talked about this last time, but we actually have the video footage here in this article, and I do believe that it's the real deal. Yes, can I? Oh, it won't let me do full screen. So fuck you. I'll just play it this way.
Okay, I'm doing a side business with Purple Valkyrie right now. Purple Valkyrie, are you in your Twitter right now? I'm sending you a business message. Totally business.
A business
Yeah.
message?
I'm sorry, Gary. Go ahead.
Let me check.
No, it's
Side
okay. I'm
business.
just showing the video. There you go. I absolutely believe that is from the show. And look, somebody said something, they can't do that. And I said, look, man, what did Darth Vader actually say when he met Obi-Wan in the Death Star? It does not specifically say, when you fucking cut my arms and legs off. He simply says, the last time we met, I was a learner. Well, he's a fucking learner still. He is learning under Palpatine. He's, because they always travel in two. George Lucas said they travel in two. The master
and the apprentice.
And the apprentice.
Yeah.
So as an apprentice, he's still a fucking learner. So there's nothing that breaks canon with that. I keep explaining this to people. That's not the problem with Obi-Wan. If you think that's the problem, you're losing your fucking mind. That is not a problem. That is actually a good thing, in my opinion, having Darth Vader in the story. But he can't know where Obi-Wan is. That's the problem. And he can't know that Obi-Wan is on Tatooine. He can't know, because if he's on Tatooine, then he's going to figure things out. So he has to leave Tatooine to go on missions to help the rebel cause. And that's all I got to say about that show. Anybody else wants to talk about it? Go ahead.
Honestly, I don't know whether it's me. I'm just kind of not feeling the whole Star Wars anymore.
It's really hard to. It is hard.
I just cannot get the excitement up the way I used to for these shows.
I don't think a lot of people can get it up for those shows anyway. But what? Anyway,
thank you, Martin agreed with me. Thank you, Martin.
I just think that ultimately, I'm just not a big fan of where Auntie Kathy wants to take this story.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as the Lucasfilm Story Group is still overseeing stuff, meh,
Meh.
meh.
Nah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I won't kick her out of bed,
But
but I'm not going to pursue her. That's what that says.
I mean, that's in part. Yeah, that's not fair. Yeah.
How
I
as
think
fans
Purple,
did,
I
did we
think
get
Purple
to
liked
this?
that analogy.
I did like that analogy. But how as fans did we get to this? You know, we shouldn't be feeling apathy for something that we love, like Star Wars.
I think it's because, look, we have been, I think for me, the most unfortunate part of all of this, of being a fan over the last decade, is we're
This
now
is from
teaching the
Shinatsky,
next
by the way.
generation of geeks that it is all right to take ideas away from their creators and tell the creators to go F themselves and to do whatever we want with what they've created. I mean, I think every Star Trek fan would love to have Gene Roddenberry still around.
Mm-hmm.
I think every Marvel fan would love to have Stan Lee still around. But they're not. George Lucas is still around, and nobody wants to listen to him. Kathy's definitely not going to listen to anything that he has to say. So, I mean, that's where we're at. You know, prior to 10 years ago, prior to even Disney buying Star Wars, yeah, there were a few people that were not that happy with some of the things that George Lucas wanted to do. But I guarantee you, if you've been paying attention, don't you really want him back now? Don't you want him in charge now? Seriously? I mean, I know I do.
Yeah.
And I was never one of those people that complained that much about George Lucas. But
Yeah, my complaints were that he, his decision to write the scripts by himself when he's not that good a writer. He's a really good story developer, and
Yeah.
and that's why the previous stories worked so well. Is because he brought other writers in.
Yeah.
But Martin says it's not the same anticipation for a fight fueled. Yeah, I agree. This is all, I don't know. It's sort of like, well, if I don't have anything better to do, I'll show up for one. Let's see. War Monkey, you were my brother Anakin. Yeah. We're just going to, I don't know. I'm not that excited about it. I don't think anybody is. People who say they're excited about it clearly have a problem with getting excited over the wrong things.
To be honest, what it feels like, man, is all these fucking shows like Andor, all this shit is fucking shoehorned in to whatever canon's left of the shit that they didn't fucking toss out with the EU and the Legends and shit. This is horrible, man, and they're just fucking cherry picking what they want to use it in the shows, and some of it doesn't even make any sense. How some of the shit is associated. I don't know. It's just so full of shit, man. I mean, people are just tired, man. Especially when folks know better, and people still holding on to the old comic books. Dude, I can tell you, man, I got so many fucking old EU comics, all the Dark Horse shit. I mean, that was what built the canon of Star Wars, and to turn on that just to come up with your own woke version of it, man, it just kind of it killed everybody's spirit, man. And when there was hope with Luke Skywalker, man, they pissed on that too, along with the Gina Carano situation. I don't know, man. It's just it's hard to get on board, man, when you don't even see anything good coming from it. Even knowing that they have like Ahsoka coming and I don't know, man. It's hard, man. It's hard. And then the thing is, I'm seeing people that they want to enjoy Star Wars, so a lot of people are tending to accept Disney Star Wars so that they can have something to enjoy with the majority of the people that like it. But then how can you enjoy it when you know better about what it really should be and is not?
Yeah, it's like a lot of franchises that we've got now. It's Star Wars in name only. It could be almost any generic sci-fi show with a Star Wars veneer over the top of it.
Mm-hmm. Or a laser.
yeah,
sword.
well, I mean, look, what 24 just said, you could say the same thing. Just switch out Star Wars for Star Trek.
Yep.
That same rant.
Right.
It's this, it's corporate entertainment. is just ruining everything.
Lord of
And
the
it's-
Rings will be the same thing.
Oh, jeez.
And
was
I just lost respect
out.
for our chat tonight. Look at this. I love the prequels. They're so good.
Oh, come
Oh
on,
my
man.
god, if Star Wars prequels was a gravy, I would bathe in it.
I will
it's
say
something
this,
there.
I
I
got
like
a
the
newfound appreciation for the prequels after I saw
I
the
like the
sequels.
prequels. I'm
It's
just
still
being a
George.
dick. I'm just being a
Oh,
dick.
no,
I like them too.
Why am I surprised? Yeah, okay, go ahead.
No, I got to tell you,
God
man.
damn.
The battle in the first film, Phantom Menace, is the single best lightsaber battle in all of Star Wars.
Oh, yes.
That was
I
awesome.
hated the lightsaber fight between Yoda and what's his name.
Count Dooku.
It's just too much
Palpatine.
CG. I wanted to see a fight. You want to
The
see people
Palpatine was
fighting.
even worse.
Yeah, it just I
Yoda,
don't like
that
it.
was
When it
terrible.
gets too much
Terrible
CG on the characters, I lose
fight.
interest.
Yeah.
But that first one, man, God, man, seeing
That was like
this
visceral.
Qui-Gon was so cool, but then fucking young, dumb,
Darth
full of
Maul.
cum Obi-Wan Kenobi comes in there like,
No.
I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker, and just goes ape
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And fucking cuts him
He
in
kinda
half.
did.
I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
he actually
And I
did.
love that in the training scenes, you could see that Ewan McGregor was really wanting to show up Ray Park. And he was bending fucking lightsabers left and right, breaking shit, because he wanted to show Ray Parks, I ain't a pussy motherfucker, or however you say it in Scotland.
Oh, he's Scottish. Okay.
I'm not a well,
I'm not a fucking. I'm not a cunt, and I. That's more from Derry, Ireland, than it is.
oh man.
Show. Let's see. Last comment here. The prequels. Okay. I'm going to show Sherry. This is how fucking evil Sherry is. I swear to God, she posts these things. She fucking posts these things. She said she wanted to try anal. I thought she was talking about her. Sherry is so fucking evil. I swear to God. Our last one is.
I'm just not
Look,
gonna say
I
that.
don't know how to feel about this.
'Cause
I
it's-
almost feel like I
Oh.
should abstain from commenting on this last article because
Damn.
I'm not
Kermit?
that big a fan of the first film. I never cared about the
can't-
comic, so somebody else should like talk about this.
Well, damn. I'm just tripping. Kermit was hung like a moose in this bitch.
that was just leg.
Oh,
dude.
my-
It was
what
just
the
his
fuck?
leg.
Oh, I was like, holy shit.
You know what?
Although I will tell you from personal experience from one of our shows we're doing, don't ever look up these words, Muppet porn.
Oh.
Don't do it.
Okay. Yeah, never have.
It's scarred me for life.
Oh.
never ventured.
When-
That-
when
Don't do it. Don't do it, 24. Don't do it.
The line in the sand.
Don't do it.
Yo, it's gonna
I
fuck with
thought
my
I'd
head
get
cannon.
some funny. I thought I'd get some funny images. No, none of it was funny.
Yeah.
It was traumatizing.
It'll be one of those things where the next thing you know, you're talking to your therapist 10 years from now.
So, Bill Skarsgård wants to play the crow.
It'll
in-
fuck with my head cannon.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Yeah, it will. So
Not
he wants to
much
play it. My problem with this is these two words: new
New
reboot.
reboot. Right.
First of all, each film is a standalone film. They're
That's
not
right.
a continuation of the story. So why is this the necessary phrasing?
Because they want to redo Eric Draven's story. They're not interested in doing any of the other variations of the Crow that exist out there. They're deliberately taking what Brandon Lee did and they want to redo it. And I like Bill Skarsgård. I do. I think he's a good actor, but I don't want to see this.
I'm not interested
Let him grow his hair out.
in any way, shape, or form. I do like that he does reference the 1989 Punisher here. But no, Brandon Lee nailed the character as well as it needed to be nailed.
Mhm.
And that is a joke from the film. Nailed. Nailed.
Wow.
Remember, put me up for the night. Don't laugh, everybody. It wasn't my joke. It was somebody else's. So come on, fucking assholes.
I didn't
So,
hear you.
Brent, shut up, Sil.
I was too busy typing
You're
something
Meg
else.
tonight. Shut up, Meg.
I was too busy DMing people. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. I know you got.
Yo.
better
I stay
shit
in the
to do.
moment. I stay in the moment.
I thought number 2 was the sequel.
Yeah, it's a continuation. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because it is Draven.
Yeah, and it's and
well,
that's
it's
supposed to be
Draven-
the girl grown up
Yeah,
Yeah.
Draven
because
in
it's the same cat from the first movie.
Yeah,
in the
it's
in
Sarah
the city
story.
of
Yeah.
in City of Crows. Was it the same character in the third Crow film, Salvation? Is it the same character? Because I thought that was a different character.
Well, it is a different character, but I think the first 3 films are all connected to the fact that it's
By
the little
one
girl's story.
character. Okay.
That one character is the thread through all 3 of those films.
And then, of course, the TV series that had Mark Dacascos, who I've had the pleasure of meeting. Nice guy.
Nice guy. I hear.
I watched him get the shit kicked out of him. That's what I saw. His dad, Mark Al, was fucking just knocking the shit out of him. Because his dad was my teacher for Kachin Kimbo.
Yeah, he was
One of
Sifu,
my 2
wasn't he?
teachers. He was 2 of my 2 Sifus were Al Dacascos and Terry Faircloth. Both of them have been in Kung Fu magazine on covers. After seeing the Batman, Pattinson could very well be Eric Draven.
Right?
Yeah, I think that's a much better casting than him.
See, Eric Draven would be the one to walk up to the door. Is like, you know,
Trick or treat, trick or treat. I'm Batman.
Not Batman. Batman doesn't need to knock on any doors. I mean,
Hey,
come
Penguin,
on.
trick or treat. Because it was
I want
Halloween.
to see the penguin.
What is
I want to see the penguin.
dumbest fucking scene I've ever seen in anything.
I can't.
Him
I
knocking
can't.
on a fucking door. I'm like, Bruce made sense, but going as Batman knocking on the door is just fucking dumb.
Yeah,
Well,
Well,
then
then walking in a dark alley and letting, some dude's getting rolled by a bunch of gang members, and they all stop to look down into the darkness to watch Batman walk up. It's like, what gang member's gonna stick around? You're gonna shoot the dude in the head, take his wallet, and run.
Well, that
Yeah.
one kid ran. He had enough time to run because Batman was walking for like 10 minutes. Oh, let's run. I mean, what the fuck?
And
He's
the
not
thing
gonna
is, the thing with that, it'd be different if they never seen him before, and it's the first time he walked up, and they don't know him from shit. They're like, well, who the fuck is this? All right, that'd be one thing. But if he got a reputation, he's been fucking everybody up around Gotham
For
How
a
you gonna
year.
walk up on you, yeah, and he's walking up.
I still think opening a parachute 10 feet off the ground was a really dumb scene as well.
What was that parachute purple from Wish? He ordered that from Wish. Like, this is and he's falling. He's not flying or floating. He's like, I'm not in control. That was his face. Like, what's going on? I blame Matt Reeves.
And on top of that, doing the knock knock run thing, because we used to do that as kids, knock on the door and run. It's just like, it was dumb. I just thought that whole knocking scene was
Matt
dumb.
Reeves' fault. Come at me, bro.
I mean, come on, Commissioner Gordon, really? The entire town's corrupt. It's like, wait a minute, that officer was corrupt? Really? I mean, what town are you living in?
And they accidentally
you in the
wrote
face.
a joke into the movie where he whispers, "Who's the guy with the broken nose and a mustache?" and he's talking to a guy with a mustache on, and then he breaks his fucking nose. And
That's
I'm
what
like,
Jeffrey Rush said.
that is
What
a
the
great
fuck you
fucking
talking
joke. It wrote itself, and he didn't even know it.
He said, I got blood diamonds, bitch. That's what he said. Deep cut. But it's like Matt Reeves, I'm just saying, I blame him for
All right,
any
poor Monkey
problems with the
Jeebus
story.
has 3 hours before
Matt
he's
Reeves.
allowed to send perverted pictures to the lovely Sherry. So there you go. All right.
Sherry changed my life, and it's been a while since my life was changed. Yeah.
Well, rough girls doing all she can, though. I mean,
I played it
good
too
nailing
safe until I
goes a
met
long
Sherry.
way.
I played it too
Eggplant.
safe. I'm like, yo, okay.
Oh shit! Oh man, yeah.
There's another side to
Oh
this shit.
shit!
Okay.
That's rough,
God, it's been a fun night. PJO says good night. We are wrapping the show. We've been an hour and a half, a little over an hour and a half.
Oh,
went
shit.
longer
Needs
than
a
I
drink.
wanted. But we've had a few viewers, and we've had a great chat. And as usual, we had a good fucking time. I always look forward to hanging out with you guys.
Oh,
Yes.
Always have a good time.
yeah.
I don't know why Arwen always finds other things to do than to hang out with us. Because this is the most fun anybody has
Much love.
Yes, it is.
Oh, my
without being arrested.
Much love.
So just keep sending us money because it all goes to my therapy.
And I want to thank Rough Girl for being the one person to support this show tonight.
Yo.
I
Appreciate you,
guess I
bro.
like that.
I'm not trying to make everybody feel guilty, but she's the only one tonight. I want to thank you, Rough Girl. It's very sweet of you. I want to thank everybody for watching the show and being here in the chat. Great chat. First, Zacharat, of course. Dork Knight, who's already gone. He's doing another thing right now. Our good friend, Monkey Jeebus. Love seeing you on here. War Monkey, you're hilarious. Wookiee Supremacy, I'm not getting your humor at all. No. Thanks for showing up, man. He only made one comment, though. So, need to make more jokes, motherfucker. Thanks, Zax, for being here, even though I'm not sure if you're still here. Pat, for being here. Socks Bulletin, as always. Always good. I'm always checking what you're saying on Facebook. Brett Cowan, our good mate from down under. He's from Australia, you know. And someone named Purple Valkyrie.
Never heard of her.
Sounds like just your typical limey cunt. I don't know. I'm using it in the English. I'm using it in the English way because that's how I learned to use it. I came over to America. People were like, "You need to stop saying that word." I went, "You don't like it? It just makes you want to use it more."
Yeah,
it annoys you. My sister is an old school feminist. She will tell you that I have used words around her that she knows is not in my normal language. Broad. I call women broads when I'm talking to my sister because she's old school feminist and gets so angry and worked up when I do it. It's just funny to me. I don't know why I'm like this. God made me this way. Stop judging me. I want to thank who else? Gosh, I'm looking for more people that showed up to our show so we can end it. I'm seeing everybody. Oh, of course, Brandon was here for a brief period. Thanks a lot, man. I don't want to forget our because these guys are our friends. Shanatsky, you are seriously, dude, the unfunniest fucker I've met since Fat Steven Seagal. Stephen, if you heard that, would go, fuck you.
Yeah, I know, right?
And let's see, who else? Gap Stargate, of course. And Gap, I don't know if you've seen it yet, if you're even still watching. Have you caught Stargate? I've been watching it on Pluto TV. It's fucking awesome having it there. The only problem I have with it is once I go to sleep and wake up, I got to wait like a week before I get to see those episodes I missed while I was sleeping again because you can't watch them in order. I mean, you fall asleep and because you're constantly playing. Let's see. Anybody else? I don't want to forget anybody. Don't forget anybody. Storyman Jack dropped in. It was good to see you. Tim dropped in. Good to see him. Of course, our dear friend Martin Acosta Santana was here. Good to see all you guys. God, I'm rushing as quickly as I can, guys. I'm sorry. I'm old and I've got bad eyes.
What?
What? We should do a whole show of us going, what? Huh? The lovely Sherry, of course. I think I already said her name. Let's see.
Could I just say how appreciative I am to be sandwiched between you two tonight?
Yeah, baby.
You know.
Did you like it? I hope it was long enough. I meant the show. What you guys think I meant?
You never find a brother having to ask that question.
My nickname in high school was Soup Can. It was short and stout. That was not my nickname. I just made that up.
I'm not touching nothing with that one.
Yeah, I am.
So laugh and smile.
Oh, my.
When you hear me say stories like that, I'm making them up when they come out like that one. I think we got everybody. So I want to thank everybody for being here.
Hell
I'm
no.
scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling quickly. That's it. We got everybody.
We got a
I feel like I
sticker.
accomplished something. What time is it over there in Limey Land?
Nearly 2.
Yeah, you got a
I am.
super sticker.
Thank you. Thank you so
All-nighter
much for
purple.
being on the show.
Thank you. Thanks for
I'm so
having me.
grateful that you did this
Time
sitting in
for
for Arwen. And I would like to have you as a regular sit-in with Arwen, if that's okay with you. Because it's really lovely to have great women on the show that have great senses of humor, that can take part in intelligent dialogue when we have intelligent dialogue. I'm not talking about when I'm fucking acting retarded. I'm not, because everybody just knows.
It's kind of every show.
Just let him go. Eventually, he'll run out of wind. I get it.
You guys are filthy, and I fucking love it. So yes.
God, great. My kind of lady right there.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, purple's amazing. I got so upset when you stopped coming on the show, because you were coming for like a couple times, then you just disappeared. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? I'm always pissing somebody up, and then I found out it was just you thought that I didn't want you on. I'm like, fuck, no, I want you on the show. You're fucking.
So it was your fault, Gary. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
In the end, it was my fault.
Yes, Martin, it is. Thank you.
And as Brett says down there in the old Aussie land,
birthday
confirmed
again.
old
Yep.
meat's the best. Yes.
Official.
The smellier the meat, the better. No, don't do it. I will say this though, I have actually had that Korean one where you bury the meat.
What? Buried
Kimchi.
24. What are you talking about?
Cabbage.
Cabbage, yeah.
Actually really good.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about burying the meat?
I know, right?
I didn't even
Like,
catch it that
what?
time. Good
Bro.
one.
Not a euphemism.
Sil. Shut up, Sil. Fucking degenerate.
Oh shit! Yeah, I heard.
I'd
that.
like
I was
to
like,
say
no.
on behalf of me and myself that when this all goes south, I want my own lawyer.
You want to separate the case?
That's right out of Ghostbusters. That's right out of
Hide the
Ghostbusters.
salami.
Good one. And that one's from
You heard that.
another movie.
Hide the
the
salami. Yeah.
samurai film with
That's
Scott Glenn, and the one samurai sword fighting guy turns to me and says, "You're just trying to play hide the salami with his daughter."
Yeah.
Played by
I can go
Toshiro
get it.
Mifune, the dad. And I'm like, he would not
I
try
can
to
go
fuck
get
with
it.
his daughter.
That's
Nope.
not the meat.
Brett Cohen, thank you for the $30 Australian super stick. I can't see it yet,
Right,
so I'm sure it's something good. I want to thank everybody for being here. Panel, what a great night. Valkyrie, where can we find you?
Oh, you can find me in the usual place on Rise and Shine with Purple Valkyrie. Have a show tomorrow, but it's a little bit later than I usually do. It should be 12 Central, which is 6 p.m. Real time.
Outstanding. Anything else?
fantastic.
Like on maybe
Birthday,
Pop Culture
Purple
Minefield sometimes or something?
Absolutely. I will be more than happy to join you, filthy gentlemen, once again, if you'll have me. And obviously, I get to hang out on Thursdays.
I don't know. I think we get the
Which
best
still-
out of you tonight. I don't want to, just do a one-night stand, but no.
Love
You
me
were
and
great,
leave me.
Purple. Thank you
Thanks,
so
Jerry.
much for being here. Deeply appreciate it.
Fantastic.
I don't know what Keith is doing over there.
I don't know. It's
He's talking to his penis. His head is down. He's like,
Oh wow.
I'm
Oh
Keith
shit.
talking to his.
Make a lick a high, make a honey hole.
That's some shit.
Man.
All righty, Sil, where can we find you with our stolen song?
You can find me with featuring the song that I picked first. I didn't know that.
Whatever.
Gary had- Hey, it's my moment, Gary. Shut up. Still Abdul Inc. Search it on YouTube. Definitely. My show next will be Saturday, Scoop Center with Mikey Sutton, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Big stuff.
Yeah, I you heard that I made fun of it to Mikey, right?
What about the song?
No, the name. Scoop Center.
Scoop Center? Oh, yeah.
I said, yeah,
Mike-
it's Scoop
Mike
Center. Like it's a show on like Fox News Sports.
That's the point. That's the point, Gary. God damn it. That's the fucking point.
You know what? Sil's doing the show, and it eventually is going to
Great
evolve.
show, guys.
It's going to be called not the Big Show, but the Geek Show.
It is
There
a
we go.
good show. What
Coming.
he does. If you're not watching and subscribe to him,
I appreciate
go subscribe right
Absolutely.
now.
it. Nicest
Sil
thing
Abdul
ever
has Mikey on a
is-
regular basis. Great episodes. I even drop in every once in a while in the chat.
Yeah.
The
Coming in
fuck
talking
still.
shit, you know.
Yeah, this is a great show.
Who the fuck is this guy?
People.
Who the fuck is this guy
I
talking?
love that theme song.
And then Thursdays, me and Purple have the show, so another crossover on the panel here.
Yes.
Every Thursday.
I try to
Purple
watch it, but I get
Edition.
jealous and I don't like it.
Yeah, I basically what I did, I created a shrine to Purple Valkyrie every Thursday. It's just
And
really
it's not
disturbing.
creepy at all. Don't.
It's very
people,
disturbing.
Don't be put off by it. Although
It's very
it has,
disturbing.
she has
But
clipping, he
she's
has
kinda
clippings
like
of her
shit like
hair. I'm serious. And he's got it covered in melted wax because he doesn't know how to separate things. He has a depth of field problem, and he just keeps getting wax all over her hair.
I thought I'll
And-
scare her away.
And then I'm like,
you should.
that really sounds messed up. Got wax all over her hair. Is that perverted? I don't know.
I'm just saying.
Had worse
24?
things. Just
Save
saying.
the show.
Where's-
Tell us what you fucking do.
Fuck.
He's like, why do I do this show?
Damn. Hey, what's up? It's your boy 24/7. You can find me on 24/7 Future Media. I've been dropping videos covering pop culture, movies, video games, TV shows, comic books, you name it. And you can catch me here with these knuckleheads, and or you can catch me on my channel on Sunday at 15 p.m. Central with the Primetime Kings with Vigilante Williamson, Baron Norman Tag, along with Fat Steven Seagal. So yeah, other than that, I'm making videos, and you'll be catching me here on Pop Culture Minefield. So
Yeah, and I'm gonna grab
Every
24 again.
Thursday,
I'm gonna get
every
24 on
Thursday
my
at 6
channel
o'clock
again, too.
Central Time.
right.
Yeah.
Remember, the links to their channels are down in the video description. Go sub to them. Everybody, we should be supporting each other. This is a community, and I've been very serious about this for a while. I know we get a lot of support from a lot of our friends, including Tom and Andre over at Midnight's Edge, that they take time out for a little show like ours when they've got one of the best shows going on the YouTube sphere. Is amazing, and I love Tom, and he knows it. He knows I'm gay for him. I like that thumb head he's got. Look, it's Tom. Oh, Tom's here. Hi, my name is Tom. Anyway,
And 24, you're getting close to 1,000 subs, aren't you? If I remember
Yes.
correctly.
Yeah,
I've been pushing it and doing Google ads, trying to get the
24.
right crowd to subscribe.
Heck
'Cause
yes.
that's the trick. Because I want him to basically kick ass this year. Sil's already kicking ass.
Of course.
I'm taking names too. Actually.
Well, when I say that, what I mean is he likes beating up midgets and dwarves. Because that's all
Whatever
he can
works. All right, whatever works.
find. I play dwarf soccer, meaning I kick a lot of dwarves. I know a lot of people are going
Ass
to go.
getting kicked.
I'm going to get some hate for that one. I don't care. I don't care. People
I'm not
know
sure
I don't
that's
give a
that
shit if
joke.
people
Dang.
give me a hard time.
So they just let Gary look bad on that. I didn't say that.
I get these private messages. Did you say that? And I wrote back, and I said this too, and that. Oh, and that. And I just fuck with them.
How many times this episode have we made Keith put his head in his hands?
Keith knows that 90%
every
of what I
Thursday,
say
Purple.
is to fuck with him and to make him laugh. Because that's been my goal since he made me do the show. Because he wouldn't do the show unless I was on it. Woo! I'm like, all right, I'll fucking be on the show. So I get.
It's my fault. I brought it on myself.
Absolutely.
I did.
It's your fault that I'm on YouTube. So if you don't like it, hashtag blame Keith.
I was trying to cancel you.
You'll find the links down below.
Yes. 24/7. I will be watching your show on Sunday. So it better be fucking good. That's all I got to say.
No pressure.
It's gonna be
all right.
No
I
problem.
hear you.
Just be awesome and amazing.
Yeah,
get
you
y'all
know it.
gentlemen as well on the
I always
channel.
enjoy you guys' shows. I always drop in and try to get in the chat.
Yeah, let it have you there,
Sundays-
man.
It's always cool when Gary comes through. I don't invite him on; he just comes through.
When
But
Gary
what was that?
comes,
No. I didn't say that.
That's all I got to say.
Somebody clip that. I didn't say that.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Oh, wow.
A total setup.
All right, man. Thanks, guys. Great show. Thank you, chat. But I think we've hit that moment where we need to fuck off and get on with our lives. I want you all to have a wonderful night. Hope to see you all tomorrow on TGIF. Make sure to watch other shows by our good friends here. And with that, good night. And hey, if you got a moment, get off my fucking lawn. I'd appreciate it.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Pop Culture Minefield. If you've enjoyed the
That's
show,
why I need a
please
director.
remember to like and subscribe. And don't forget
Don't
to
you
hit the
shake
bell
your head
icon.
at me. Still,
Remember,
I see you.
can find us at Pop Culture Minefield on both
Where can they
Facebook
find us, Keith?
and Instagram. Thank
But
you
they
again.
can also find us on other ones like Twitter, our website, popcultureminefield.com. Oh, wait, I'll stop talking. This is the best outro thing on any show. Hey, I know everybody here. Yeah. See you guys next time.
Y'all come back.